My mom was visiting town for a couple days, staying with my sister, and she brought me these 3 flats of used jelly jars. Most of them came from an estate sale that she picked up, but a couple she added from her collection that she didn't need at the moment. And then she also brought me enough boxes of these 12 bands and lids. This off-brand I haven't heard before. I've just started seeing them this year. This Golden Harvest, she got them at Dollar General. I don't have a Dollar General near me, but if you haven't been to Dollar General and you have one near you, they have apparently canning lids and rings. I think she said she paid $2.66 a box, which is a really, really good deal. So I think there's 55 jars right here. So how quickly can I can 55 jars? This is like the 2nd week of July, and I do plan on making peach jelly. I don't really have any other jelly plans at the moment, but a lot of my canning is spur of the moment, so never know, I might use these. I had mentioned in my area I can't find jelly jars right now. I can find the quarts and the pints, but all the stores are out of the half pints, and so that's why she brought them up. And they're in these like blackberry trays that I most likely will keep these trays to store jars on my shelf. If you've watched my pantry video, I have all my canned goods on a wire shelf downstairs, and so I like the trays. You can stand the jars perfectly fine on the wire because it's, you know, woven wire, but I don't know, I just like flats, and that's why I store my jars on flats. I like the people who have pantries of like all wooden shelves, but that's not what I got, making do with wire shelving. All right, as you can see, my canned good pantry shelves, I'm starting to have to stack, which everything I read says you can stack as long as there's cardboard in between, but I don't really want to stack. So I went to Home Depot and got another shelf. This is not as big. This is only like 4 shelves. It's only like 54 inches tall. So it's only going to be like half the size. So my idea is to have it on the end right here. So I got to get rid of this stuff. So this will go on the shelf, but this is all eBay stuff. So that's my eBay room over there. So I'm going to redistribute all this stuff in the eBay room, and then my husband will build that shelf, and it'll go like crosswise right here. I'll show when it's done. And so then hopefully that way I can do some more canned goods without having to stack, because I just keep canning, and August just started. So yep, I just can't stop. All right, my husband put my second shelf together. So it's 4 shelves, and it's basically 1 shelf shorter than this shelf. The reason I got this smaller one is because the width needed to be the equivalent of these 2 shelves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted it to butt up to this is my canning shelving unit, and that's my eBay shelving unit. So you see what I'm saying here? That's why it's that size. So just a little smaller. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to reorganize. All the pickled veggies are going to go on this shelf. I have way more canned fruits than I do veggies, and so that's why for sorting, this smaller one is going to be all the veggies, and then this bigger one is going to be all the fruits, and then my miscellaneous canning supplies. So that way I can clean it up. I don't really want to stack, so that's why I got the second shelf. So now I need to start moving some stuff over. All right, here is my second shelf. So the second shelf I moved so it's all the pickling items like pickles and jalapenos and cauliflower and veggies. And then the original shelf is all of my fruits. Like, these are apple slices and cherries and all kinds of good stuff. I've already shown that in a video. And then the top layer is my extra canning jars, and then some jars of spices I've dried, like some peppers and dill and chipotle peppers and seeds. So that's just right there for now, until, I don't know, probably gonna get a third shelf. So going back to the pickled stuff. So this top row is, I normally don't use quart jars. I've mentioned this numerous times, but my sister got me a whole bunch. And so I pickled in quart jars. These are green tomatoes. I just had a lot of green tomatoes, cherry tomatoes this year because of planted my tomatoes a little too late. They didn't have time to get red, and my husband liked pickled green tomatoes. I've actually opened one of these jars and he loves it. They turned out great. So pickled zucchini, cauliflower, jalapeno pickles. I did one jar of red tomatoes just to see how it turns out, and then banana peppers, some extra canning salt. These are just extra lids, not like canning lids. This is like once you've already opened it. And then a couple extra things of jars, some extra lids, 2 containers of like, here's pickling spices and extra lids and stuff. I made a lot of pizza sauce. I am doing double stacking just because I ran out of space. Everything I read, as long as you have cardboard in between, it's okay to double stack. And then I have adobo sauce, pizza sauce, some pickled relish, some more jalapenos, more pasta sauce. Basically, I really don't have any more room. And then some more lids, wide mouth lids. So yeah, I filled that pretty darn full, and I think I'm pretty much done canning for the year. There's a couple empty spots because I have pulled stuff out, and we've already emptied like 3 or 4 jars. So I'm keeping track of that, and next year I'm gonna have a whole separate video showing exactly how many jars did we empty out this winter. And yeah, do I plan to can on any more? No, but I will can. I will leave it open if I get any really incredible deals on veggies at the store, or if I see a video on YouTube that makes me want to can it. So I'm not going to rule out the possibility. So there might be a third shelf coming, because I really did enjoy canning. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, we've already opened up a couple of these, and Robert, he loved the green tomatoes. The pizza sauce is awesome. So yeah. And then these, I just canned these. You see, it says 913. They were the last of the jalapenos, so I have nothing left growing on my deck except for horseradish, which you don't really harvest until October. And then what else is growing? Pumpkin plants, but you don't can pumpkin. I freeze pumpkin puree and make stuff with pumpkin puree. So that's it. I'm rambling. Here are my 2 canned good shelves. This is in the basement. It's in just a little corner out of the way, and yeah, I'm happy with everything I've canned. Back in the corner is just like empty boxes of, like, you know, when you buy the jars, and then a couple of, like, when we go pick your own fruit, the boxes are so nice, I keep them, and then extra vinegar, and then a couple extra crock pots and stuff just out of the way. So yep, this is my little canned good pantry section in the basement.